Welcome back everyone, Meanpooh here, and today we're checking out the game called Mecha BREAK. This is a fast-paced, team-based multiplayer shooter where you pilot customizable mechs in explosive, large-scale battles. Now this is developed by Amazing Season. The game combines high-energy combat, striking visuals, and a slick, futuristic aesthetic. You pick from a roster of unique mechs, from nimble, sword-wielding frames to heavy armored artillery units, each with distinct abilities and playstyles. The gameplay emphasizes mobility, teamwork, and strategy as you dash, fly, and unleash devastating weapons across sprawling maps. It offers several modes, including 6v6 teamfights and objective-based missions. Plus, you can customize your mech's appearance, weapons, and loadouts to fit your preferred combat role. If you're in a mecha anime mixed with modern shooters like Overwatch or Marvel Rivals, this delivers cinematic mech warfare that's both accessible and skillful. But be warned, the mechanics take time to master, and being unfamiliar can make your first multiplayer matches a bit rough. I played this game on cinematic settings at 4K using a Ryzen 7 9800X and RTX 5090. The first part of the video is the intro gameplay tutorial, which includes cutscenes and a few missions. I let it play in full and averaged the FPS at the end. Then I tested 3 maps with cinematic settings and DirectX 11 plus DLSS. Finally, I ran the 3 maps using the cinematic, DLSS, Frame Gen, and DirectX 12. Starting with cinematic settings, DirectX 11 and DLSS enabled, here's what I got. On the intro tutorial, I averaged 210 FPS with 1% lows around 96. Moving over to Longmen launch site, the average came down a bit to 162 FPS with 1% lows of 91. Then on Blanc Observatory, it dipped further to an average of 126 FPS with 1% lows at 69. And finally, Eye of Misra came in at 157 FPS average with nice stable lows at 100. Now, this is where it gets exciting because this card is insane. For the next 3 maps, I switched to DirectX 12, which let me turn on the frame generation while keeping the same cinematic settings. On Vigial Imbrium, I saw an insane jump averaging 430 FPS with 1% lows of 87. That is a huge boost right there. And going back to Longmen launch site, the average climbed all the way up to 397 FPS with 1% lows of 75. And finally, on Stella Observatory Island, I averaged 377 FPS with lows holding steady around 76. So after running all these tests, it's clear that enabling DirectX 12 with DLSS and Frame Generation is absolutely the way to go if you want to get the most out of Mecha BREAK, especially at 4K on high-end gaming hardware like the RTX 5090. I saw FPS gains of 2 to 3 times across all maps, pushing some maps well over 400 FPS on average. That's an incredible jump in performance compared to DirectX 11 and DLSS. I noticed 1% lows dipped slightly compared to DirectX 11, and this is likely due to Frame Gen sometimes introducing uneven frame pacing under heavy load. With that said, the gameplay still felt very responsive and stable. I've said it before, if your hardware supports it, I highly recommend switching from the default DirectX 11 to DirectX 12 with Frame Generation enabled. You'll get much better performance without compromising on visuals. That's it for this breakdown. Let me know in the comments what settings you're running and what kind of FPS you're seeing on your setup. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell for more benchmarks and gameplay here on this channel. See you in the next one.
Emergency exit! Warning, oxygen level below 20.9%. Warning, oxygen level below 19.5%.
Pyrogenesis. All right, I'm good to go.
Aleseness initiated. Safety disengaged. Mind bridge activated. Injecting Corixium particles. Mind bridge connected. Initiating system diagnostics. Structural integrity confirmed. Fluid armor confirmed. Corixium engine power supply confirmed. Incoming urgent message from Space Garrison.
Attention! We are under attack from Thea's Vanguard. Significant damage confirmed. Self-destruct activates in 120 seconds. All units evacuate immediately.
Need an escape pod to do that, wouldn't I? All right, plan B it is.
Warning! Under attack. Fluid armor activated. Fire control system enabled. Calibrating weapon system. Energy autocannon and induced sword are combat ready.
Find my way out.
Warning! Self-destruct initiates in 10 seconds.
Okay, Elise Ness, initiate re-entry sequence.
Initiating atmospheric re-entry sequence. Incoming heavy assault from hostile colossal striker. Induced sword offline. Switch to energy autocannon. Charge energy autocannon to boost short-range damage. Enemy targets detected. Adjust manually to lock. Fire control radar unstable. Keep targets within lock-on range. System will assist. Detected outside.
Made it down with just a fluid armor. That's not half bad.
Warning! Armor integrity at threshold. Proceed to initiate armor and warning. Armor integrity at threshold. Proceed to initiate armor and warning. Armor integrity told. Proceed to initiate armor airdrop now. Enemy targets detected. Attack with energy autocannon. Energy autocannon inflicts energy damage. Armor installed. All weapon restrictions lifted.
The elevator's gone. They destroyed that too. Ness. Contact the nearest Peacekeeping Corps HQ.
Urgent communication incoming from friendly ground base.
Pilot, this is Zone 48. Confirm identity. Over.
Peacekeeper 98213, reporting.
Pilot, we were also blindsided by Thea's Vanguard. The garrison's debris has wreaked havoc on us. Unable to provide support. Over.
Nah, that's okay.
I'll
be joining the fight.
A colossal striker from Thea's Vanguard is in the area. Take cover if you see an incoming...
You may switch your main weapon from energy autocannon to battle halberd. Use complex shield to stun same-sized enemies.
to run faster, scumbags!
Restored. Engine boost enabled.
Attention, Shadow Special Task Force. Rescue operation at Mashmak is about to begin. All relevant personnel complete your final checks. Weapon airdrop ready. Cargo rocket ready. Striker systems calibrated. No error found. Combatants, prepare to deploy.
Elise Nest, ready.
Pilot in position. Striker entering launch tunnel. Brake system safety disengaged. Pilot in control. Ready for launch.
Hiya, I'll be your CIC for this mission. Still settling in, but looks like we're diving straight into missions. So let's do it. Pilot, for this mission, we'll locate the 3 patrol strikers we lost communications with in Mashmak. According to our latest SAT images, we've detected activity at an abandoned base to the southwest. Recently, a massive amount of Thea's forces have been active in the area. This is a rescue mission, so try to avoid going toe-to-toe. Now, our CO will fill you in with the details.
Greetings, pilot. I'm your commanding officer. My name is Christian. I'll be leading this operation. First, we'll drop you off just outside Mashmak's waters. You'll travel by submarine. From there, use the underwater elevator to reach the abandoned base. Your squad will meet you at the entrance. Alisness is fully geared up this time, ready for anything. Close combat, long range, and solid defense. We won't let your striker go in naked like your last atmospheric entry.
Injecting Coaxium particles. Pilot sync rate stable. Might bridge initiated.
Aleseness, engage. Let's move out.
Pilot, the chlorite readings are off here. I'll confirm the extraction point ASAP once you're done. This is where the UWC built their mass driver. After the orbital elevator attack, the UWC disbanded, and the base was abandoned. We'll conduct our search here. Last SAT update shows strikers engaged in combat in the area.
With who? Thea's Vanguard?
Not sure.
We can't prove it was them, but this place reeks of Thea's Vanguard.
They were lunar civilians who fought their government for equal rights. But now, they've resorted to pure violence.
No matter how they spin it, they're just monsters who slaughter civilians. HQ, confirm the feed now. Chlorite infected striker wreckage spotted.
Looks like it was just shot down. The chlorite's spreading fast.
Watch out! Thermal spike. Friendly IFF. Objective confirmed. Data received. Shield syncing up for investigation. Focus on what's in front of you.
Classic Thea. Cheap strikers, uglier paint jobs. This is Shadow Special Task Force from Misra Matrix.
Unavailable.
Identify yourselves. Thank goodness it's Aleseness. We're with Misra Matrix. Thalassian Patrol Squad 4. Verification code has been sent. Over. Identity confirmed. We're here to get you home and investigate their activity. Give me a quick rundown of your intel. They had us trapped here. They've been surveying this area. Probably go...
Damn Earthers! Die! They're all gonna die!
Incoming! Watch out! All right, I'll deal with this. Clear the way out.
Misra Matrix is poking their nose in too? Great. Not a chance. You're going down today. You think your break striker makes you a hero? Pathetic.
Energy low. Shield deactivated. Shield deactivated.
Stop! They're not worth dying for.
You know nothing. The moon was built on our backs. You Earthers have no clue what we've been through.
Aleseness, stay away from it.
What?
Chlorite doesn't spread this quickly.
D3. Carbon tax. March.
You hearing this?
Day 1.
Phase 1's done. Don't drag this out. Come home.
Day 225. Transfer. Accumulate strength. Earth. Day 556. Pirates. New identity. Food. Day 2122. Witness. Exterminate. Search. Storm. Day 2144. Fight. And survive.
Shield activated. Weapon not ready. Weapon not ready. Weapon not ready.
Ride's on its way. I need your coordinates.
Still haven't deployed the extraction beacon. What's going on?
Now?
Let's light them up! Storm is coming in. We have to make this quick.
Now the airdrop can finally reach us. Yeah, we're pretty tight on time. But still, let's freshen up before joining the fight.
This is our last chance to gear up. You'll need the extra firepower.
Airdrop on site. Gear up now. Airdropped weapons are universal. You can even try your luck with the enemy's airdrop pods. The Striker Manual mentions that surplus weapons can be mounted in the reserved bins. You can replenish ammo by finding magazines on neutralized hostiles or in supply crates.
Destroy as many extractors as you can before the ship arrives. They release subterranean chloride, which triggers pulse storms.
They might deploy more to keep you from leaving.
What a bunch of lunatics. Island.
The three factions are mining and researching chloride in Mashmak. Is this some kind of power play by Theon? To have their insane demands met and fight the moon?
Something about this doesn't sit right. Don't forget, those crystals were piled up in their base.
We can dismantle more extractors.
HQ has pinpointed the extraction area. Sending the coordinates your way. Beacon deployed. Your ride will be there in 2 minutes. Hang in there.
All right, it's time to head out. Danger zone.
Those storms are expanding. We can't risk losing Elysius. You need to make sure you make it. Even if we don't.
Stop the nonsense. Follow me. We'll all get out alive. Still got an airdrop beacon.
Fire from front. Reloading.
Airship on site. This is it. Deploy the beacon and start the evac.
Signal consoles and guide payload to destination. Unavailable. 20 seconds. Unavailable. Assist. Energy low.
Was hoping you'd last longer.
Activating signal console. Signal console out of range. Signal console out of range. Assist. Energy low. Reloading. Weapon not ready.
Amateur.
Assist. Reloading. Console activates in 20 seconds. Enemy down.
Is that all you got?
Signal console activated. Payload is recognized.
I truly feel pity for you.
The front line.
Energy low. Insufficient engine output.
Provide cover.
Signal console. Unavailable. Assist. Battle ends in 60 seconds.
I lose this.
Assist. Battle ends in 30 seconds.
Stego, ready to hold down the front line.
Shield offline. Core extractor deployed. Weapon not ready. Ready. Assist. Weapon not ready.
Dismantle the extractor first.
Initiating ejection sequence. Unavailable. Assist. Assist. Stabilizing. Extractor deployed.
Dismantle the extractor first.
Weapon not ready. Shield online. Weapon chloride extractor dismantled. Enemy down. Chloride extractor dismantled. Fluid armor offline. Dismantled. Assist. Enemy down.
An extractor! Destroy it!
Weapon not ready. Chloride extractor dismantled. Enemy down. Large chloride extractor deployed. Weapon not ready. Weapon not ready. Assist. Weapon not ready.
Better go get that key!
Unavailable. Stabilizing. Stabilizing.
working, ready to pick off some stragglers.
Unavailable. Unavailable.
Assist.
Unavailable. Energy low.
Get that key.
Shield activated. Enemy down. Shield deactivated. Assist.
Better go get that
Assist. Keep. Weapon not ready. Assist. Assist. Key secured. Unavailable. Key generated at point B. Key secured. Provide cover.
Better go get that key.
Point C in 60 seconds. Unavailable. Stabilize. Enemy secure key. Intercept now. Assist.
Oh, is that all you got?
Weapon. Assist. Stabilizing. Assist. Assist. Weapon not ready. Shield offline. Enemy down. Thunderstorm incoming. Seek cover immediately. Assist. Stabilizing. Objective. Activate in 20 seconds. Fluid armor offline. First kill. Weapon not ready. Assist.
fighter here.
Weapon not ready. Assist! To prevent Corite Pulse Storm. Stabilizing. Reloading. Reloading. Enemy down.
This is a game of wits. Don't...
Corite extractor deployed in 10 energy. Enemy down.
This is a game of wits.
Tricera.
Corite extractor deployed. Stratum. Assist. Corite extractor. Reloading. Energy low.
Tricera. Holding down the front.
Enemy down.
This is...
Corite extractor deployed. Enemy down.
Focus on the target.
This is a game of wits. Don't you get it?